We qualified for the semi-final for the under-20. We know that we probably be meeting, according to reports, that we are in pot 3, and that pot 3 will potentially put us with European powerhouse like Italy, USA, or France. African has not won, only one, Ghana, has won the under-20 World Cup, and that was way back in 2009, and that was in Egypt. Why is that so? Beyond us qualifying every year and being a powerhouse in that age grade in world football, why has Africa not done so well in the world stage at the under-20?
The answer is very simple, my friend. We don't want to do the work. We don't want to do the work. We never want to do the work, but we want the result. It is only in Africa that happens. But in some countries in Africa, because we can't generalize right now, I am a Nigerian first, and I'm more passionate about Nigeria. And I always say that in a country, even though we've not had a recent census, in a country of over 200 million people, there is no way that we should not have at every competition a 23-man squad that can go out there and represent very, very well. And I'm not saying winning, I'm saying represent very, very well. Just look at what I've said at the beginning of this discussion. Look at our under-17 squad. Look at our achievements over the last few decades. Look at the player. Look at how they grow, how they develop, how they metamorphose from that under-17 to senior national team. How many of them can you call today? How many? That tells you something. We don't put in the work. We don't have any developmental plan. There is no structure for football academies. The professional football league is the way it is. Thank God for some people that are doing very, very well now. I'm really following the local football. I see the private owners doing much more better with their clubs than the professional ones that are run by the state. So I think if we are really willing to put in the work like other countries are doing, all we have to do is copy them. Look at the United States, for example. I'm surprised you call United States a powerhouse. It doesn't used to be like that before. But believe it or not, yes, they are a powerhouse right now. I'm a part of the United States Soccer Federation. I revved for 6 straight years. And right now, I'm working along with the city of Houston ahead of the 2026 World Cup coming up. I can see the structure that is here. From the age of 4, a kid can join a football academy and start playing football. So by the age of 13, where their brain is ready to decide whether they are willing to play this game all the way or not, they can separate them. They can choose to play academic football or continue to play recreational football. 13 years old is when they do the separation. So 14, 15, 16, they already know the difference that, okay, this is my career, this is what I'm going to do, or I'm going to go to school with it. So we have to be willing to put in the work, and that's the only way we're going to have success.
Obviously. But there'll be more time to say this on the development of football. But let me finally hear the opinion of Monday as we round up the program. And still hold on, Bayonle, but let me hear the opinion of Monday. Monday, it's obvious that we are struggling under 20. Why is that? Are you still optimistic that we'll do better, African nations will do better this particular year when it comes up next year in the World Cup?
All right, just like that, my colleague said that we need to put in the work. Fantastic. I mean, Nigeria need to put in the work, but when it comes to other countries, they already put in the work, likes of Senegal. We've seen what they've done so far, winning the AFCON, going ahead to win the CHAN, and as well as the under-20. Something is certainly working in Senegal, and that is playing football in a more developmental way, where you get to peel from the young generations and make them who they want to be in the future, and that is providing the needed facility. We've got talent here in the country. That's not even the question. Talent is certainly not enough. We need people who are willing to sponsor. It's a shame that government-owned club and government activities in football are not always right. Even though they get to sponsor, they will have people who are trying to sabotage the whole situation. But when football is being run by private owners, when private companies are the ones running things, you get to see football, of course, coming out smoothly. That's what we expected. But when it comes to Africa, I think Nigeria are the only ones who want to sit back. As far as I'm concerned, Senegal are going to the World Cup to make Africa proud. The likes of Gambia, we saw the quality they brought at the under-20. So if we want to talk about Africa, I think we should focus on Nigeria because we are a little bit backward. But when it comes to Senegal, they're certainly the pace setters and they're making things happen. Nigeria pegged in for 3. That means they are going to play big boys in part 1 or part 2. Okay. So Nigeria need to do well to represent us at the Under 20 FIFA World Cup.
Thank you very much, and Monday Thomas. Thank you for your in-depth analysis on this, and also want to thank Bayonle all the way from Eastern Texas, who in the middle of the night has to wake up to attend to us, because right now it's around 3 a.m. in Texas, Houston. Thank you very much, Bayonle, for being part of the show too.